Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers and it will be live today. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. It's going to be live today. I'm going to focus y'all on doing some Q&As as well. I keep forgetting that one of the my favorite things to do with the lives is Q&As. And you're probably, maybe you're not, but you're maybe wondering why I'm doing such an early live. And the reason I'm doing such an early live is I just want to. It just feels good to get things done in the beginning of the morning. And I wake up usually at like 3:30 and I'm looking at the data. I'm looking at housing map, price crash maps and all that type of stuff. So today I'm going to answer a lot of y'all's questions and I'm going to dig into a CRM service called SnapForce. SnapForce was made by a YouTuber named RJ Talks. He's an analytic dude. So we're going to go into that. He's also going to be on our channel as well eventually. But y'all, where I'm going to start is I want to remind y'all how to find a great deal. And I'm actually releasing a video this evening called Home Builder Lies Explode. So in that video, I'm actually going to show y'all 3 different new home building communities. And basically these new home building communities have insane price cuts on the surface. So some of these houses appear that they're price cut $100,000. And some of them are cut 50,000. And the question is that a true price cut? So in order to determine whether or not, something's a good deal, we have to equip ourselves with data. And that's going to be released this evening, y'all, at 4 p.m. Central. So please watch that. I work super hard to show you. But that's where I also want to start today. I want to remind you guys how, to find a great deal and how to do what's called a market analysis. So that's where I'm going to start. Again, my goal is, for y'all to be experts and y'all to navigate the housing market without my help, right? And without necessarily the help of professionals. The more power and more experience that y'all have on your own, the less you have to rely on strangers, right? With horrible reputations, I may add. And again, y'all, happy Monday. Good morning. This is where I'm going to show you guys. Give me a minute here. Don't be nervous. So Johnny's got, rubbing off on this guy. I'm going to try not to be nervous. I'm going to try to take a look at Mesa a little bit later, Todd. Jim, nice to see you. All right. So I'll get to these questions here in a minute, y'all. Hold off on, what's going on? Definitely appreciate you, man. Just got home from a job. Definitely appreciate all your support, brother. I see you on my members page, dude. I really appreciate all your support. You've been very supportive, and I definitely appreciate that. So let me show you guys where I'm going to start. Again, pay attention to me, okay? Because Janet, I see you. Good morning. But pay attention to this part of the video because you can always come back here and reference this. Or if you're working with a realtor, you can say, watch Real Estate Mindset's live video and, watch the 3-minute mark, because the 3-minute mark, I'm going to show people basically how to determine whether or not something is a good deal. And let me pull up this map and show you how I'm going to do that. Again, I'll have a more detailed video this evening, but basically I'm going to take a look at this new home build community right here. Okay. And I'm also going to take a look at this new home building community right here. Okay. So this is Highlands. This is going to be number 1. And this is going to be number 2. Now, here's the thing, y'all. We've already reviewed number 1. Okay. So we've already reviewed this one. And what we found here is we were looking at, listings with over $100,000 off. Okay. And again, this is the Highlands. Now, what we determined is the $100,000 off properties, it was just a gimmick. We found that the listings that had a $100,000 price cut were not price cuts at all. That even after a $100,000 price cut, some of these listings were listed for under market value. So let me ask you guys, and I want you to comment. Good morning, Juliet. I am blessed. I see you guys. But I want you guys to comment below. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. Here's the thing. What do you need to do, okay, in order to determine whether or not a home is a good deal? Okay, so again, before you walk into a community, what do y'all need to have? Okay, because again, if you don't have this, you're flying blind. So what do you need to have? And then I'm going to look at Tavola because we haven't looked at that. But what do y'all need to have? Okay, that's what this segment's about right now. What do you need to have in order to be equipped when looking at real estate? All right, please comment below. Let me know when you guys have that. I don't see any comments with the right answers yet, but y'all throw those comments up. And I also don't know how to make these comments appear on the screen. I would like to put a live chat so y'all can see that. But the answer is a market analysis. Without a market analysis, y'all really don't know. Y'all really don't know whether or not something is a good deal or not. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at community number 2. Okay, so we're going to look at this community. This is, as you can see here, that's called Tavola. So the reason why I'm bringing this map up is, again, this community right here, community number 1. Okay, so this community right here, those price cuts were not real. Those price cuts were fake. So now I want to investigate Tavola. I've made a video on Tavola, and I plan on making another video just as soon as I'm done here. And then after I'm done with that video on Tavola, I'm going to go to my broker's office because I'm setting up my MLS access in Austin and San Antonio. So I want to have access to the entire state of Texas as far as live MLS data. I think that would really put me in a really good position as far as to help people. So I'm going to be doing all that today. But let's take a look at Tavola, you guys. Okay. And again, I'm going to pull up what so here's the thing, not a CMA. I see someone said a CMA. We're not going to do a CMA. All right. There are issues with CMAs. They're a little bit over aggressive. We're just going to go off of sale data. Okay. And that's called a comp. Comps are properties that have already sold, not pending, not listed, but sold houses. So we need to figure out in Tavola how much houses we're selling for on average at least just in 2022. We're just going to go back 1 year into 2022. So again, we're going to act like we're about to go shopping in Tavola that has $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 price cuts. But before we do that, we have to understand whether or not those price cuts are real. Okay. So let me do this. All right. I'm going to pull this up here. And again, have your realtors come here. All right. I'm going to pull up a simple. This is MLS. This is my multiple listing service. Okay. This is where I'm able to access live data. And again, I want also Dallas, San Antonio, and Austin because all I have right now is Houston, unfortunately. But here's where I'm going to start. Okay. So we have to do a market analysis for Tavola. Okay. Because remember, real estate is hyper local and I only want sold homes. All right. So first what I do is I have to go to sold homes. I'm going to put the range date of 2022 and that's January 1st of 2022 through December 31st of, whoops. This is really important to do this like the right way. December 31st of 2022. So that gives me the entire span of things that have sold for 2022. But again, remember, real estate is about hyper local data. So I'm going to select the subdivision Tavola. And when you guys are pulling comps, make sure, at least this is how it works in Texas and most all areas anyways, you're going to want to look at comps from the subdivision. Okay, from the subdivision. Okay, so again, I'm putting subdivision right here. Y'all see that? So I'm putting Tavola right here. I'm putting sold properties for the entire year of 2022. That gives me 380 homes. All right. So in the master plan community of Tavola, 381 homes sold in 2022. All right. Now, what I have to do now is here's all of the comps. See up here, 381. So this is 381 comps. Again, if you're a realtor, this will make sense. Now what I have to do is I have to check all of them. When I select all of them, I'm now able to categorize this data. I go down to stats right here and I hit tabular. Okay, boom. How long did that just take me? Seriously, y'all, how long did that just take me? I mean, if you're a realtor, this is how long it takes. I mean, this is crazy. But anyways, you guys, here's the thing right here. Okay, so this is what we know. All right, in Tavola. Okay, the master plan community in Tavola. Can y'all see that? Let me zoom in. Okay, in Tavola, the average price per square foot in 2022 was $149.34. Do y'all see how? Okay, first of all, very important data set right here. It was very easy for me to get that. I just, I want to make that point. So now that I have that information, again, it took me 3 minutes to get that. Have your realtor do it. If you don't have access to MLS, it took me again 3 minutes. Now that I know what homes, and I'll go back to 2019 if I'm serious, but now I at least know what homes we're selling for in only Tavola in the entire year of 2022. Okay, so remember $149.34. Now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back now. Okay, let me pull this up here in a minute. Let me reset it. I have to zoom out. All right, I'm going to come back here now. And I'm going to show you. Okay, so we're back here. All right. And all I'm going to do is I want to look at the active listings now. Do y'all see that? So I only want to look at active listings. I'm going to put Tavola in the subdivision. Do y'all see that? Okay. Now I have 78 listings that come up. Let's hit results. Okay. Now let's do the ones with only price cuts. Let me go back. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Tavola one more time, and I'm only going to put listings with price decreases. So again, we can determine whether or not those price decreases are even real. Okay. So again, selecting price decreases for active listings and only the subdivision of Tavola. I'm going to results. 44 listings, by the way. Let's go to results. Okay. So now I'm going to categorize this by, price per square foot. Okay. Let's pull up the first one with the price cut. This is how you do this, y'all. This community is in distress, by the way. So let's look here. All right, let me zoom in. This is how you do it right here. I was going to sing that song and embarrass myself, but look at this. This is a $25,000 price cut. The price per square foot in 2022 average was what? $149 a square foot. So let me ask you, average price per square foot, 2022, $149 a square foot. This is listed for $112 a square foot. Is this a real price cut? Comment below, please, y'all. I know I woke up early. I'm sorry. I see that. It's for Johnny, go back to sleep, Johnny. But I love you, Johnny. You know that, Johnny. I love you. But is this a good price cut or not, y'all? Oh, seriously, comment below. Hit yes or no. Is it a good price cut or not? Is this real? Remember, we looked in the Highlands. We saw that the $100,000 price cuts were not real. Now we're looking at Tavola. We see the first price cut is under $149. $149 was 2022 average. What does this mean, y'all? I want to make sure you guys are following along. Tell me what this means. Is this a good price cut or not? Let's go to the next one. I'm not going to give you the answer until someone says it. Okay, here's the next one. Okay, this is a 13. It was the answer. I am blessed. Yes, it was a good price cut. It was a good price cut. Christiana, yes, it was a good price cut. I am blessed. I can't believe you said. Juliet, no. My girl said, no. Jay, no. Yes. Why? Okay, let me go back to that one. Okay. This was a real price cut. This is a real price cut because this price cut is taking the average price per square foot under 2022. Because remember, in 2022, it was $149. So it's not $149 anymore. It's $112. That is what, over 20%? That's what, 20% price cut? Y'all, listen. So think about how many people that's really doing. That is doing on average, like anyone that purchased in Tavola in 2022, y'all, anyone that purchased in Tavola in 2022, they got a 15, 20% haircut right now. That's happening right now. But yet in the other community in Highlands, when they're doing $130,000 price cut, it was garbage. It wasn't real. Let me go to another price cut. Okay, look at this one. This is a $20,000 price cut. Now it's been price cut to $123 a square foot. Okay, is that a real price cut or not? Y'all tell me, is that a real price cut? Yes, that's a real price cut. Why? Because it's under 20, again, I'm only using 2022, but it is now under the average price per square foot in 2022, and it is under it by a significant amount. By what? $25? So $25 is about what? 16%. So again, in Tavola right now, we see liquidation prices. Builders aren't supposed to, do that to the current owners. So I hope that made sense to y'all. Okay. So once again, let me put up so I can see y'all. Okay. Once again, what I just showed you right now is the drastic need to understand what the average price per square foot was in previous years. Because what we found out is builders are playing games, they're playing tricks. And if we don't have previous data from sold properties, we're flying blind. All right. And I could pull up Highlands. I could show you guys, but I did that on my last live. So I already did the Highlands already. And the Highlands look like this. Okay. So again, this one is good. Okay, the one, community number 2, this has real price cuts. Okay, this community does not. Let me know if you all want me to pull up the Highlands again. That community does not. All right, that's really what I'm trying to point out. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all want me to bring up the Highlands? Are you guys good? I think you guys got the point. I have a video and hacking up my lungs right now. Oh my gosh, Johnny, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. So let me know. Do you all want me to pull up the Highlands? Are y'all good? Y'all understand my point? You got to do the market analysis in order to understand whether or not those price cuts are good. All right, good. Because I will pull up the Highlands if y'all want me to pull up the Highlands, and I'll do a market analysis. Because y'all already know it takes me 5 minutes to do that. I mean, I can literally anywhere in Houston. It takes me minutes to do market analysis. Any realtor should do that. Okay, you guys are good. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to show y'all some price crash maps real quick that are interactive that I really like. Now, let me switch to this real quick, and I'm going to pull up this. And then again, you guys, I'm going to answer some questions. I'll have this in my description, this link as well. This is the SnapForce map right here. This is all interactive. This does cost money to access. I think it's $12 a month. Y'all could do the same thing. I'm getting this for obvious reasons. I analyze data. But the reason why I like this so much, y'all, is you have multiple data sources now. So this first one right here, this is Redfin. So now we finally have some Redfin data. You guys know I prefer Redfin because Zillow obviously is just lagging and kind of sucks a little bit. But here's the Redfin data. This goes over the price cuts and where they're at. But I also like it because it also has Realtor.com, and we know that Realtor.com is different than Redfin, which is different than Zillow. So it also has Realtor.com. I'll go over both of those maps. The Zillow map is here. This is the Zillow data right here. But here's what I really like about this service as well. I like the price to earning ratio map because this is really showing us what is unaffordable and what is not unaffordable. Because obviously, you guys, just for the simple fact that the home price growth is not anchored to any fundamentals, specifically income, I think it's really important to understand how unaffordable certain things are. And PE ratio is basically looking at Boise. Let's just look at Boise. PE ratio basically means, how many years it takes for your gross income to pay off your house. So Boise, we see right now is 10.53 times. So the PE ratio is 10.53. That's outrageous. That is absolutely shocking and way, 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 way too much money. So we see right away that Boise, y'all, is out of control. And look at the median household income on Boise is only $53,000. That's all. So the average person can't even afford to live in Boise. Y'all see what I'm saying? But I really love this. Let's start with the Redfin map here. Okay, I got a question from Johnny Caldwell. Let me see real quick. Caldwell, what was that, Johnny? Caldwell, Idaho. Here we go. Let's see where Caldwell is. So that's by Boise. I'm gonna go to the Realtor.com map for you, Caldwell, because this is by county. Okay, so this is by county. This is a little bit easier. Caldwell, I don't think that I could. Let's see here. I don't think I can get Caldwell exactly. I think Caldwell. Where's Caldwell? It's like right here, right? I think it's right here. I don't have Caldwell up here, brother. I'm sorry. I tried. All right, let me go back to Redfin. And I don't know every county either, but I know it's by Boise. So here's Boise. Here's the area right here, Johnny. So anyways, looking at the Redfin map, here's what I really want to point out. It's no question that, there's a lot of metro areas across the nation that are definitely experiencing price crashes in homes that is not seasonal. In fact, I think that the housing market is naturally going to be trending downward for a period of time. And I think the seasonal trends are only going to prop up the housing market. And that's what we're going to see in the seasonal trends. And I believe that the seasonal trends are only going to last for so long. But anyways, you guys, this is where we've had decline already. So if anyone's saying the housing market is not crashing, well, that's nonsense. It's not. Well, okay. Depending on their definition, we know that they have sneaky definitions, but let's just say price decline. So we have numerous, look at all the places with price decline. This isn't normal. This is not a seasonal thing that we're seeing here. And it's really, really fascinating. If you guys really kind of dig in here, you can see Santa Rosa's down 8.14%. But basically we can see from the north to the south, every West Coast, like coastal area is down. And it's down pretty significantly. Los Angeles is down from peak, and this is from peak to trough, 10.6%. The screen is fuzzy, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Let me zoom in if I can. That a little bit better, y'all. Can you see that? Is that better? I hope it's better. Should be better. Hope it's better. It's fuzzy. Everyone's saying it's fuzzy. It's in the Grand Canyon, like in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Can you inform? Okay, so the legend here is basically the red is like substantial price crash. The green is actually price increases. Okay, so it's not better. I'm sorry that. Well, I'm just gonna kind of tell you guys where we're at. I mean, again, you guys can see all the West Coast here, coastal cities, it's down significantly. Oakland, San Francisco down double digits, 10%. But what I really like about this, like if I select Ontario, it's saying is down 34%. So let me select Boise. So okay, good, it's better now. So when I select Boise, y'all, you can see that Boise's down 16.98%. Again, this is according to Redfin, which I kind of lean on. But what I really like about SnapForce, and I'll put SnapForce, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry. And again, I'll have the SnapForce linked in my description. You guys can go back and check it out. But what I like about this is it tells us how far we're off from 2019. So this is a lot more, it has a lot more data than just the fortune maps that I like to use as well, because it's telling us, how far they've gone up. And basically in Boise, you guys can see February 2007, from February 2017, basically the median sales price for Boise has doubled. So really crazy, you guys, if you think about that, that's huge. Here's Colorado. Someone made a Colorado comment. I'll send that link here in a minute. But Colorado, y'all, look at Colorado. I mean, it's bad. Let me see Denver. Okay, where's Denver? Okay, is this county? So anyways, here's Sterling's down 8.3%, Fort Collins down 5.7%. Here's Denver right here at 8.2%. Denver's down substantially. Grand Juncture's down 12%. Montrose is down again, double digits. A lot of places in Colorado down. Craig, Colorado down 10%. A lot of places in Colorado. Durango down 15.9%. I had no idea actually how bad a shape Colorado was in. That's actually a surprise to me. Many double-digit decline in Colorado. Again, Redfin's a little bit more aggressive. So that's Colorado. I have someone asking for. Let me see something real quick, y'all. Let me see this. So I'm going to try to answer your questions, you guys. Harrisburg. But you give me a minute to show you this real quick. I just want to show you this last thing, y'all, on the PE. Let me see Harrisburg real quick. Shoot. Where is Harrisburg? Let me go back here. Okay, so I can see what you guys are doing. Can I do a market analysis on Harrisburg? Yeah. So basically, East Coast here. It's really going to be hard for me, but the East Coast is going down. Here's Pennsylvania right here. Here's Harrisburg right here. Okay, so here's Harrisburg. We got it, man. Surprisingly, it's showing Harrisburg is actually down 9.34%. Y'all see that right there? So I'm glad I got that question up here. But Harrisburg's down 9.34%, but it's still up from 2019 levels. It's still up 39%. So that's probably one of the larger areas in Pennsylvania that's down, but it's not quite down double digits. But it's nice to see that because most places on the East Coast don't have that type of, they don't have that type of decline. So I don't know where Clearwater, Florida. You guys, what I'm gonna do is let me zoom into Florida here, and I'm gonna cover Florida for you guys. Okay, with everything that I have here. So if I got these Florida questions here, y'all pay attention. Because again, I'm just gonna kind of scroll through these right here, and I'll read them out loud for you. Okay. So Pensacola, I love going fishing there. Pensacola right now is down almost 5%. So Pensacola down 4.9%. Let's keep going here. Panama City down 5.15%. Not enough. We know that that's not enough. Okay. Jacksonville down 9.21%. That I didn't know that Jacksonville was down that much. So again, according to Redfin, Jacksonville down 9.2%. Lake City, that's probably not accurate. It's probably a new area. Hermosa's down 5.96%. Tampa's down 7.61%. Northport 5%. Arcadia 9.42%. This is good. This is really good, y'all. Cape Coral, not Coral, Cape Coral, 3.61%. Naples is only down 2.1%. Here's Miami. So Miami's seeing some decline in median sales price as well. Median sales price isn't the perfect gauge. Obviously, comparable data of prices that have sold is the better gauge. But Miami's down 4.88%. That's really interesting to note. But it is up since 2017, 81%. So since 2017, it's up 81%. Let's keep going, y'all. This is Okeechobee. I can't even say that. That's down substantially. Port St. Lucie, 6.5%. Sebastian, 6.6%. Palm Bay, 3.1%. Deltona, down 4.29%. So what we're seeing, this is probably why people say Lake City's down as well. Jacksonville, we covered that. So we covered pretty much everywhere, I think, on Florida. I think I got you guys everything. Sebring down 2.39%. But the thing is, guys, is if a metro area went up 80% in 4 years, people aren't going to notice a 2%, 3% decline. And I think that's why people that are even in crashing areas like Phoenix and, Boise, I think that's why they say that the housing market's not crashing, because they can't feel it. But again, that's why the data, is so important. Boom, boom, boom. I did Orlando. Let's scroll in here real quick. Let's see, y'all. What do we want to look at now? Let me see. West Coast, Florida. So I went over West Coast, Florida already, and in the Panhandle. Okay, Panama City, we saw all that. Okay, Gainesville, 5.7. Hermosa, 5.9. Tampa, down 7. Okay. Oh, let's go to Raleigh. Let's go to North Carolina. Okay. There we go, right here. Okay, take a look, y'all. So this is North Carolina. Let me see if I can move this over. We're going to take a quickly look at North Carolina. I can't pronounce some of these names, but let's go to Raleigh. So Raleigh is down, y'all. Raleigh is down. Again, according to Redfin, this is median sales price. This is to February, so we don't have March data. This is to February. But Raleigh is down 8.189%. So we're seeing median sales price decline on the East Coast. Even though a lot of people aren't going to say they're seeing on the East Coast, we're seeing on the East Coast, it's just not enough, right? Because Raleigh went up 43% since 2019. So it's good we're seeing that trend in the trajectory, but obviously a 3%, decline, even a 9% decline when compared to a 45%, 43% increase is not that much, right? But again, at least it's something. That's what's going on there, y'all. As well. Okay. Again, let's go and cover North Carolina. Here's Durham, Chapel Hill down, 13%. This is crazy. Some of these places have gone down more than I thought as well. But let me go up here. Okay. Go to Washington, D.C. for y'all. So I have Washington, D.C. Okay. Washington, D.C. is down 8.3%. Richmond's down 3.5%. Okay, Philadelphia is down a whopping 21%. Is that? Geez Louise. But see, Hudson, New York is up 7. So it really depends, right? It really, really depends on where you're located and, what catalysts are in your housing market that's creating the price crash. In Houston, obviously we have a tremendous amount of new builds, but the reason I think that we haven't had double-digit price crash in Houston, let me see what it says in Houston. 8.83 is we're the number 2 city of migration. So if we didn't have such a high migration in Houston, it would have been crashed already. I'll do Texas real quick. I have a Texas comment. So Texas is wild. Some of these places in Texas is just insane. Victoria down 11.9. Bay City. I'm going to do a video out in Bay City. I found a community that I believe is overexposed in Bay City. That's down 8.6%. Houston's down 8.8. Wacko, 18.75. Austin, 17.94. Let me get you guys the big cities. San Antonio's down 8.82%. Okay. Here's Dallas. Dallas is down 11.18%. So I've heard people say, hey, Dallas isn't crashing. Dallas isn't crashing. You really, the first thing is first let's define crash, right? Like, what are you talking about? What am I talking about? Let's define that first. You guys know what I mean? Well, that's what's going on with Dallas. Okay, got a super chat. Appreciate it. Let's all support Travis so he can continue. Hey, I really appreciate that. You didn't have to give me a super chat to say that. Man, y'all are so nice. Don't spend your money on me, please, y'all. Y'all are doing enough by just learning and watching me. That's all I want you to do. Watch me and learn. That's enough. But I really appreciate you. And Noah, I know you. I've been getting your super thanks and your super chats. I see you. You do that a few times a week, and I just want to say I see all of that, and that does mean a lot to me. Anytime I get a notification from you, I like run to your comment, like, oh my gosh, stop giving me money, because you guys don't have to do that, y'all. Just watch my content. You don't have to pay me anything, okay? I definitely appreciate it though. So let me go ahead, y'all, and yeah, see, prices are still high priced in California. Let me go ahead and show you guys this real quick. This is really cool. This is the PE ratio map. Take a look at Los Angeles. Look at that. So the median household income in Los Angeles is $75,000. And the average house is what, like 900,000 or like 700,000. So the PE ratio in Los Angeles, it's 11.46%. I mean, we found places in Florida that have the similar like massive unaffordability. Let's look at this area right here. Okay, so Santa Rosa, again, double digits. Look at how unaffordable this is. Look at this. Salinas, California, the PE ratio is 12. My gosh, you guys, this is crazy. Really, really good map right here, you guys. Really, really good map. So, let me answer some questions if I may. If you guys have some questions here, throw some questions up, y'all. Let me take some time now. Let me give my time back to y'all for all of the support. I want to do the best I can. I can't answer every question. I'm just a normal person. I don't have all the answers, right? But I hope I'm leading you guys to find the answers, right? Is really what I'm hoping I'm doing. Let's see here. Yeah, PE is definitely out of whack in Florida. That is 100% accurate. Appreciate you. I do the best I can. I could tell he's not, maybe he's a realtor. I don't know if there's any realtors on, comment if you're a realtor, and let me know if you do market analysis or if you learn, anything. So, all real estate has been unaffordable over the years. Affordability, I guess it's like you look at the averages, but ultimately it can be a matter of an opinion as well. But, brother, hang in there. And, that's why when we're on the sidelines, we need to continue increasing our purchasing power, right? Credit, income, assets. The more purchasing power we have when we're on the sidelines, the better deals that we're going to get in the future, right? But patience is one of those things, okay? So, recommend using MLS and Redfin. So here's the thing. I use Redfin because it's national, right? But I'm always going to lean on MLS over anything, including especially opinions of realtors. MLS is live data. Plus, not only is it live data, I can access all of the sold properties specific to a subdivision. So MLS for sure. Redfin, if you guys want to look at national average, okay? PE ratio explains why we have so many homeless people everywhere. That's 100% right. And, the state gets paid from the homeless. I don't know if you guys knew that. Western Massachusetts. Okay, let me pull up Western Massachusetts real quick. Let me see. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull up Western Mass real quick. Let me go and let's go Redfin. Okay, let me zoom in here. Massachusetts. Okay, so we're going to zoom in on the East Coast. I think Massachusetts. Where am I at right now? Where's Cape Cod at? I'm looking for Cape Cod because I go to Cape Cod fishing. I thought this was Cape Cod right here. I am mistaken. Okay. Where the heck is Boston at, y'all? Why am I tripping right now? What the heck? Well, I cannot do that for you. I am really sorry about that. Fire sales coming. That's my man right there. Luke, y'all check him out. Luke, you want to come on? You want me to send you a link? Luke, let me know. Let me know if you want me to send you a link, brother. I'll send you a link. You want to hop on? You want to answer some of these great people's questions with me? Do it. Data can't cheerlead. That's the thing, Cindy. Like when we have the data, Luke, but let me know if you want me to send you the link, Luke. And you can come on. We can answer some of the questions if you want. Up past New York. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's too early. I can't believe that. I don't know why I thought it was south of New York. Here it is. Right here's Cape Cod right here. Okay. Sorry about that. Jeez, that is so embarrassing. But this is where I go fishing. This is what I was looking for. So here's Boston. Jeez, that's crazy. So Boston's down, according to this, 15.89%. That's wild, you guys. Worcester down 9%. Springfield down 12%. Pittsfield, I think that's what she wanted, is Pittsfield, but she wanted West, so I think that's Pittsfield. So that's down 6%. But again, that's not that's comparably that's not enough, y'all. But this is Massachusetts here. This is refreshing. We didn't have this type of decline, But again, we'll wait for the May map to come out also. Okay. Let me take that off there. So Luke, let me know, man, you coming on or what, Luke? Let me send a link to Luke real quick, y'all. Let me get some more questions as well. Yeah. So the thing is I am like, that's why I'm going to my broker. So I'm going to go do a video for that new build community that I found is liquidating houses. And then after that, I'm going to my broker office so that I can set myself up with Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio, because each like different area requires subscription. So more money. And that's why I'm constantly telling you guys, either get your license or, have a realtor do that for you. Thank you, Juliet. I appreciate you. You guys, throw some more. So I just went over Texas. I'm going to invite Luke real quick. You guys throw up some more questions so I can answer them. I want to give back to y'all. Definitely want to give back to y'all. So throw up some questions while you're doing that. You guys can throw up some questions. I'm going to invite Luke just in case he wants to come on. I don't know if he does, but just in case. All right. Luke, I invited you. Okay. All right. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is we've seen a substantial amount. I would say half of the U.S. appear to rebound in March, right? So like small percentages, and but that doesn't mean that we don't have massive amounts of red flags across the nation. The housing market reset and price crash, actually, if you guys think about it, it just started and people were blindsided. So there's naturally going to be like residual impacts of that. And I think that's what we saw from February to March is the residual buyers on the sideline. That's what I think, because the unaffordability is still there, right? And the lack of inventory is also still there. So if you're in one of the areas, like her, if I was in an area like her, here's what I would do. I'm not, thank goodness. I have a lot more data that keeps me calm. But if I'm in an area like her, I'm going to try to focus on myself. I'm probably not going to look at the housing market every single day. I'm going to focus on myself and my purchasing power and really just wait it out, and I'm going to wait at least until we have a confirmed recession after the summer inventory dump and the Federal Reserve pivots. Because when they pivot or U-turn, odds are they'll lower interest rates and you can get a lower interest rate. So if I was in one of those cities, that's how I would be waiting if it was me. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Let me see what Rob said. Rob, good morning, Rob. It's nice to see you, brother. Hope all is well. Hope you have a great Monday. Okay, so basically all the Crash Bros, and I know I need to get the shirts, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am a proud Crash Bro. And just so you guys know, Crash Bro was a derogatory term that was derived from failing realtor YouTubers to shame us so that you guys won't think that there is a problem in the house market. So instead of being upset, I just own the word now. And I took that from them. But that's where that came from, y'all. I need the shirts. I know that. So basically, Crash Bros are saying that due to FOMO this summer, wait till fall months to reconsider buying. That's what I would do, man. I mean, if you could, Rob, if you could find a deal of your dreams right now, find it. But you know, I just there's just, again, even if you find the deal of your dreams, there's just so much dust in the air, y'all. Okay. Um, I'm homeless, but patiently watching prices coming down in Dallas, Texas. Good, good. So she's taking a look at that. Okay, so Kevin, I appreciate all your support, man. So what do we want? Long Island? You guys want to see some Long Island here? Okay, let's go Long Island. Okay, so um, okay, so here's New Jersey. This is all lumped together, and I can't access New York for some reason. New York's not on here. Here's Atlanta City. That's down 8.47%. Can't really get in here, unfortunately. I don't know why, but those are the ones that are actually grayed out. So I'm sorry about that, man. But y'all see that I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I'm sorry, my man. Um, uh, Fresco prices increase or decrease since they are getting the new Universal Studios. So I don't think really any metro area is going to be safe per se, because we're in an environment where there's red flags everywhere. Whether or not you agree with me, at least most of us can agree that there's red flags everywhere. But I will say this: if I was to invest in real estate, I would want to invest in real estate where there's a hot job market. So if I know of an area where there's like a big, like, Universal coming to that area, then it would make me feel better about the strength of that housing market. The problem here is getting the new Universal Studios. So there's not an existing facility. And if you purchase before an existing facility is there and set up, you're at major risk. And that's what I have found in Copper Canyon and Desert Oasis Phoenix. I was able to find thousands and thousands of houses in those areas of Phoenix without homeowners, so without contracts. And the reason they did that and overexposed themselves is in Phoenix area, they're supposed to be making a chip plant. And I've been reading a lot about that chip plant, and it's not going well. So you know, a lot of those home builders are overexposed because they're gambling on the job market doing well, is the point I'm trying to make. So if we see, depending on the type of job and the income bracket, if we see like a huge job growth in certain metro areas, then it's possible that those areas don't crash, because if that migration is so heavy and the income bracket is just, you know, but the thing is I don't really think that's going to happen, because again, we've already maxed out houses. Houses are like squeezed to the maximum. So there's nothing left really to squeeze. Okay. Yep. Good. So they're doing price cuts, but again, Christina, remember, the question is are they real price cuts? And remember, in order to determine if they're real price cuts, get your data, right? Get your data. Okay. I know, Jim, I tell Johnny to come to Texas. He's supposed to come to Texas. Okay. I'm going to throw up the Texas map one more time here. Okay. Let me throw up the Texas map for you guys real quick. Again, this will be linked in my description. Okay, where's one? Okay, so let me just scroll throughout Texas, starting with San Antonio, New Braunfels, and this is where I'm going to be going. I'm going to be doing videos in San Antonio and New Braunfels, down 8.8%. Fredericksburg down whopping. That doesn't make sense right there. Kerrville, Texas, down 7%. Austin's down 17.9%. Killeen down 8.9%. Waco's down significantly as well. Dallas is down. You know, all of these areas down. Albany is down 15. You know, Texas is taking a serious. Midland, I think that's where he wanted. Is that right? Yeah, Midland. Jeez, dude, Midland's down massively. Midland, again, this is Redfin median sales price. Median sales price down in Midland 18.93%. Okay, but it's still okay. So it looks like it's maybe possibly a new area, but look at down 18.93%. So it's substantial. Okay. So I hope I answered your question, sir. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down here. The fastest growing city, I think that depends on the month, right? I think it depends on the month. I can't remember what number one was. I know top migrated metro was Houston, or second, number two was Houston for migration. I don't know what the fastest growing city is? Comment if you guys know. Oh my gosh, I'm falling behind on the questions. I have to speed up. Okay. So I noticed rent seems to be going up in Dallas, apartments with rent prices going up. Do you think it'll push more people into buying a house? Even if they are buying a house, they aren't really sold on it. I don't think that rents going up slightly will push people into purchasing houses. I think that the prices on houses are pushing people to rent. And as such, the more people that are pushed to rent, the more likely it is that rent will go up. But I wouldn't hold my breath too much on that. I don't think we're really going to have like rents go up until we have a foreclosure crisis. And if we have a foreclosure crisis, it's going to offset. I don't see that happening to be quite honest with you. And the reason is we just have, not in every metro area, but we just have so much inventory. I have a rental right now. I've been trying for 45 days to rent my house out, you guys. 45 days in Houston. I cannot do it. Okay. Oh, here's House Hacker. So this guy here, he's a little bit outspoken, but he's got some, he's got some pretty decent insights. I'm not sure who he is exactly, but he's in San Diego. He believes in investing in property. And to be honest with you, I would agree with him. Investing in property is super smart. And this guy, he was able, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, House Hacker, but he was able to cash flow on a couple properties in San Diego. And if you guys can find a property and you can cash flow, then like buy, right? But like, again, House Hacker, understand what I'm saying, House Hacker, just so we're on the same page. Most of the people, when I'm looking into this camera and I'm talking, I'm imagining I'm talking to a first-time homeowner who knows very little about how the housing market works. So I'm always going to side with caution. Now, when it comes to someone more savvy with you, that's a different video, right? I'll make you a different video. But again, I don't care about, well, I don't want to say I don't care about you. I care about people, but like, I'm really, really concerned with the people that are not like you, that are being taken advantage of. Their emotions are all over the place and they're being manipulated by realtors and investors. So I didn't even read your comment. I'm so sorry. Let me read your comment. I already own 2 properties and I'm planning on buying more. The appreciation of home value is better than most states. All right. See? But remember, my man, what do we need to know in order to determine whether or not that red tag sale is real, right? We need the market analysis to determine whether or not the DR Horton red tag sale is even legit. Remember that. Remember that, you guys. I did Tampa. I got to go quickly. Okay, I'm going to go to Arizona. I'm going to go to Arizona, y'all, real quick, okay? I'm going out to Arizona. I'm trying, you guys. I am so sorry. And I have to go in a little bit because I have to go to that new build community. And then I have to, like I said, go to my broker. So here's Phoenix, Mesa, Scottsdale. This is a bigger area. This is obviously, it's not breaking it down, Todd, but it says that Mesa, Phoenix, Scottsdale is down 12.37%. But it's still up since 2019, 59%. So it's still got some room to go down. And I think Phoenix is going to get hit harsh. I think it's going to be super harsh in Phoenix, you guys. I really do. And that's because I went there myself, boots on the ground. Okay. All right. So here's a good question. Can you speak on interest rates? Are we still anticipating lower rates by Q1, Q2 of 2024? So the thing is, when you say we, like who, so a lot of people don't know what the Federal Reserve is going to do next. Okay. I don't think that they're going to pivot. I think that it is possible that they pivot towards the end of this year. So if they pivot towards the end of this year and start lowering rates, then it's possible that Q1 and Q2 has lower interest rates. I think that's possible. I don't think that we want that. But if you think about it, Roderick, a lot is going to happen between now and Q1 of 2024. So I think it's going to depend on how many things are broken and how well the Federal Reserve is able to, suppress inflation in the housing market with home prices and with rent. If they're able to continue to crush the housing market and it continues to go down, then they'll probably pivot much sooner. But if the trends continue the way they are now, because remember, many metro areas reversed, half the nation reversed and showed slight improvement. If those trends continue, I don't see how I don't think they can lower rates. They may pause and keep us at high rates like this. So it just depends. But I think what you want to do is you want to we want to work on our purchasing power. Okay. All right. All right. Let me go. Let me get you guys. Let me go to Tennessee. Okay. Let me go over here real quick. Wait a minute, real quick. Let me see. Where at in Tennessee? Let me see here. Where did you want in Tennessee? Is it Nashville? Where is Nashville at? I do not. It's like right here, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, so Nashville is down. Okay, so this is Nashville. Davidson is down 6.96%. That's from peak to trough. And again, some of those trends may have reversed because this is only to February. March, some of these did reverse. But Nashville is down 6.96% from peak in June. And it is up since 2019. 52%, you guys. That's crazy, crazy talk. So it's still at 52%. That's crazy. That's a lot, right? Obviously, y'all know that's a lot. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm trying to give you guys back, answer all your questions. There's as many questions as I can. Let me see. Christina. There are actually waiting lists in some new build home communities in Sarasota County. What do you think about builders with waiting lists in this economy? I think that builders are going to get away with everything they can. If there's people willing to sign up for a waiting list, they're going to issue it, right? So it depends on what people are willing to sacrifice and what rights they're willing to give up. You see what I'm saying here, right? In Texas, we had that as well, but that was last year when we had bidding wars and things like that. We don't have that now. Now builders are like begging us and actually dropping homes under market value, like we just saw in Tavola. You guys just saw that in Tavola. Okay, New Braunfels was the second fastest growing city in the United States. Awesome. Very cool. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. So living in Omaha, how can prices go down with inventory so low? We have strong job growth and continued high demand. It's so crazy. Why are you asking that, David? Because it's already had. So let's see here. Let me pull up the math real quick. And thank you for coming. So I don't know how if you're just joining the stream or not, David, but all of this stuff in red here are price decline. Okay, but this is from peak. Okay, this is from peak. This is not year to date or YTD. This is from peak to now. So even with, again, last year we had even low inventory. So with low inventory, low unemployment, okay, prices are still declining double digits in some places. And you're more than welcome to go this. So the reason I think that is, it's pretty simple actually, because the home price growth, was not anchored to fundamentals, specifically income. And generally, when you build something up on an extremely weak foundation, I don't care if there's one or two or three, it's going to fall apart. So more than likely what's going to happen is as inventory starts coming to the market, we're going to have even more price crashes. I believe the reason why it kind of reversed trajectory again from February to March is, again, the limited amount of inventory, because it's like the lowest inventory months, topped with buyers on the sideline. The buyer's remorse and just regular people building. But again, we don't have to guess. We already know prices are going down. The question is are they going down in your metro area, and how much further will they go down, and how will it spread, right? Like, is Florida going to be immune? I don't think so. Is Omaha going to be immune? Personally, I don't think so. And I have reasons why. So how come prices go down when inventory is so low? Because if you can't afford it, ain't no one going to buy it, right? Pretty simple to understand that affordability. I mean, that's just where I'm going with that. Jeff has made it. Why so early? I hope your Easter was great, my friend. My job's future is bleak. I don't know why people are still buying houses. Starting to get concerned on my end. Anyways, happy Monday, Jeff. Hang in there, buddy. Me and Jeff talk all the time. Also, my man Johnny as well. Johnny, love you. More questions, you guys. More questions. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Just live stream. Okay, good. Let me see here. There's no question that housing is going to crash, so I'm a crash boy too. I don't trust anything, and I'm not trying to lose money, so I'm waiting. And what's wrong with waiting? Like, when did we become bad people for waiting? Why am I an evil person for telling people to be cautious? Seriously, I mean, think about it. It's the largest transaction of your life. Why do we have to rush and buy a house right now? Think about it. Why do we have to rush right now? I mean, everyone's just settled down. And I understand, like, my man Jeff has been waiting 3 years. That's messed up. I've been talking about this since 2022, March, by the way, you guys. So about 13 months. Melissa, how are you? Good morning. It's me. I'd look into Vegas. Yep. Let's get some more questions, you guys. Any more questions here? So, again, like, here's what's crazy, Terry. We are price crashing again. I don't know why we have to keep arguing or going back and forth with this. I think it's because we're going back and forth. Is because people have different definition of crash. I've explained mine as 15% for peak, but we already have areas that are a 20% decline. We already have that right now, and I want to point out foreclosures they're not historical lows, Terry, but they are very low. But like, I think what could happen is we have a second round of decline. Like, I think like we're gonna have what's going on right now, maybe go into 2024, but like maybe around 2025, because foreclosures take so long, I think that's when we're gonna have a foreclosure crisis. So it's possible that we have an additional pricing crash in 2025 as a result of the foreclosure from who? From all the people that just bought that are upside down in their house that can't afford their home. But that takes time. So I can actually see it like double whammy, right? Like, just depending on what happens this year prior to the foreclosure. So everything that's going on right now is prior to unemployment and prior to actually foreclosure. So it's really fair to say that one of the only reasons that we have price decline, other than it's not grounded in fundamentals, is unaffordability, which is really, really astonishing, which crushes demand, obviously. Okay. Okay, I'm trying, you guys. I got a little bit behind here. I already did Florida. CPI comes in below 5% this week. Yes. Okay, here's a good question. So Cindy, if you guys are interested in getting your real estate license, which I would strongly encourage people to get the real estate license, because at the very least, and I know there's fees and I know there's dues, but it allows you to access MLS. Like I access MLS, and essentially you can do a market analysis on any subdivision and you really understand what's going on with the data. So I think you should get your license. You don't have to. Now, I used an online school called Champions School of Real Estate, Cindy. So I use personally Champions School of Real Estate. And honestly, I think I studied for 3 days. I mean, but I've been doing this a long time. But when I passed my license in Texas, I studied for 3 days. I studied for 3 days and I passed the license. It's not even hard. The hard part is understanding the law. Everything else is like common sense. Like and subscribe once it has 2 million subs. Yes, Brittany, we got it. Give me the 2 million. I would. Couldn't even imagine that. So Christopher, the only thing about Raleigh is I'm not a realtor in Raleigh, so I don't have intimate access to the data. But we did review Raleigh on the Redfin interactive map, and it was showing decline in Raleigh. I think more time is going to need to pass. Now, here's a good question from Juliet. Why is DR Horton and Lennar stock so high? Seeing a slight dip today, but not true numbers come out. The cat's not out of the bag, Juliet, and that's what I think. Once the cat's out of the bag, I think it happens overnight. I think it's like an overnight situation. Panic sets in, not a catalyst sets in, because home builders have the ability, in my opinion, and reality. They have the ability to manipulate data, right? Because they can report sales when homes are not even sold just by being under contract. And the thing with buyers going under contract with new builds, half of them don't even close because they put $500 down, or it's just there's so many holes in the new home builders game. It's only a matter of time before people see the reality, which is like it's like Swiss cheese. There's just so many holes. It's going to come down. I don't think people understand that, Juliet. I think people are thinking they're going to be okay because they have houses and people need houses right now. But they're so overexposed, and not just with new home building, with also luxury apartment projects. They have so many projects going on right now. So I just don't think the cat's out of the bag somehow. Let's see. Let's look at mortgage rates real quick. Let me pull up some mortgage rates, and we'll look at the 10-year as well. That's what the 10-year Treasury is at. Okay, 10-year Treasury is down 2 basis points. Okay, so it's not down much. Let me look and see what is our market doing right now. All the futures are down. Gold's down. What's VIX at? Oil's down. Everything's down except for silver. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even pull up the screen. Okay, so everything's pretty much down here except for silver. Boom. Here's this. Now, rates should have increased, like I said, going into the weekend. Let me go to Mortgage News Daily. Okay, let's see what we're at. See? Right here. See? I knew it. It did go up. See? So we ended Friday rates going up 16 basis points at 6.34. So just keep an eye on that. I go to Mortgage News Daily to get my info. So you could try to do that as well. Let's see here. You guys, I'm just kind of going quickly here. Y'all, we don't have 50 likes, y'all. Give me get some more likes, y'all. Can we get some more likes? Can we get some more likes, you guys? Here's a good one, Juliet. How much of a hike do you think okay. So it's like, I have to look at the last spread, but it's like 50-50 that he hikes it a quarter or he pauses. I think it's 50-50. Julia, I personally think he's going to, well, we need our CPI report. Okay, so we need our inflation reports, but I think he goes a quarter. I think he's going to go a quarter, and I think he should go more because of the rate of inflation that we're at. But I think he goes a quarter. That's my opinion. Y'all comment. Let me know what y'all think. Okay, I'm trying to just scroll through here. So Jeff's thinking a quarter and a pause. A quarter and a pause is possible. I mean, look, there's already things breaking really quickly right now. So even if we stay where we're at right now, I mean, it will never be the same. If we stay where we're at right now, it will never be the same. Let's see here. I hope not. I hope not, Jay. I think the reason we're in this problem in this situation right now is as a result of the low interest rates, right? So I hope they don't go back to 3. I hope that we have rates above 4% forever, quite frankly. So I hope not. I'm just going to say it like that. Okay, let's keep going here, you guys. I am about done for the morning. Okay, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I have to do so much this morning. Yeah, there's pretty much zero chance for 50. 2% increase. Send that. Okay, so they're all thinking that. Johnny's thinking a quarter. I think a quarter. I'm going to go to Dallas. I'm going this week to Florida. So let me tell you guys what's going to happen as far as the schedule here. So tonight, I want you to watch this evening at 4 p.m. Central. Watch the video. It's basically what we kind of covered at the beginning of this, but I'm going into 3 communities and I'm showing you guys how much these new home builders are lying. But again, today I'm going to go to Tavola and I'm going to do a boots on the ground video for you. And then I'm going to go to my broker's office, get set up with MLS. I'm going to do some market analysis. And then probably tomorrow, I'm going to drive to San Antonio and Austin. I don't know if I have the energy to Dallas. These boots on the ground cost so much money. And the San Diego trip cost me the most money. I only got like 10,000 views on that video. No one liked my San Diego video. I have no idea why. But anyways, guys, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be coming to Florida, but not for, I'm coming to Florida for fun, not for business. I'm coming for Florida for fun. And I may hit up my boy Deuster. Kim's out there as well. Melissa, you're out there? I don't think you're out there. Welcome to Florida, Olga. So, all right, you guys, that's going to do it for this morning's episode. Happy Monday, y'all. Go into the week positive, going focused, going strong, work on, the three things: credit, income, assets. Work on your mindset, empower yourself with the data. Now, other than that, guys, if you're out there investing in real estate, you already know. I wish you luck, and I hope you win. And that's going to do it for today. And I definitely appreciate